Everybody's looking for fresh voices and fun chats. Well, look no further. Join the Shorty Logic podcast. Every Monday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, we're live with diverse topics and engaging chats. Mondays are for everyone, and Wednesdays are ladies' night. Subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Like, share, and comment. We want to hear from you. Don't miss out. Come join the conversation.
What up, everyone? This is Shorty Logic Podcast. I am Shorty Logic. Here are my co-hosts.
This is Blessed. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. It's not going to be a long show tonight, but I hope y'all enjoy.
Yeah. Miss Suge, her thing went out, but it'll come back in. But so, I'm going to go ahead with the topic. Walking in your truth and accepting reality. I'm gonna ask you a question with that. What is your thought about that? What is your perception of that, of the title?
Walking in your truth and accepting reality. Walking in your truth can be anything that is what you hold as a foundation for you. Basically, walking in my truth is knowing what I will and won't deal with, knowing where I am in my life, and how I deal with situations. So I feel like walking in my truth would be, first you got to know who you are, know what you're willing to accept, set boundaries, and know, like I said, what you're willing to accept and what you're not going to accept, what you're going to deal with and what you're not going to deal with. Right. Basically, you have to stand for something or fall for anything. So that's walking in my truth, knowing who I am as a person and what I'm willing to deal with.
Okay. Well, I was thinking about it. Walking in your truth. Everybody's truth is going to be different, or some going to be similar. Because everybody have to walk, in their own path. Mm-hmm. And also like accepting the reality that you're in. So like I said, like whatever situation you're in, however your life is going, at that time that is the reality. Now you just have to work through that. That's mm-hmm. how I look at it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the first video. This video is actually really good.
I really do believe that sometimes there are just people that are just not meant to be a part of your journey. There are people that are not meant to be a part of your life, and holding on to other people can absolutely block us from what actually is for us. And sometimes we just will never get what we deserve with certain people and certain energies from people in our lives. And it's really hard because it is really lonely. Being completely conscious of every single decision that you make as a result of looking at everything that you have been through and choosing to heal because you want better for yourself, which means that you have to constantly acknowledge who is not for you along your path of struggling with having to go through every single thing by yourself. When all you want is for somebody to just not be horrible. Okay, it's about more than matching my freak. Match my moral compass. What do you think about the political and economic state of the world? How's the relationship between your spirit and your demons? Have you cleansed yourself of everyone else's demons? Do you cleanse? What's up with you and God? And it's like when you really start thinking about things and you start asking yourself these questions in relation to other people, it's like, gee willikers, I really can't be a stupid bitch now, because now I really know better. This is encouragement to just stay the course, because we'll feel bad if we hop off our path.
So what's your thoughts on that, Ms. Bless?
He has some good valid points, like cleansing yourself of everybody else's BS around you, cleansing yourself of your own energies and demon. I mean, I can definitely understand that, because a lot of us have a lot of shit with us.
Yes.
Sometimes we need to sage ourselves. Sage our own.
That's big fact. Big fact. Big fact.
And that's true. I really truly believe that. So he has some valid points.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, you have to clear. I feel like it's so many ways to be, just as successful, you know what I'm saying? It's not even financial, just within yourself, but you have to clear the path. You have to realize where you at in your life. What do you want in your life? And how do you know to take that path? That's just how I look at it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. What do you want in your life? How do you obtain it? How are you successful in obtaining it? And also the structure behind it, that you're going to need a solid foundation to actually keep it growing and keep it from falling.
That is true.
If that makes sense. So it's like you have to build that strong foundation, because anything not built on in brick is going to fall.
That is true.
So I think you have to conjure it. You have to get inside yourself, go for it, think about it, take action, make it happen, build a solid foundation, and keep it flowing. Whatever that foundation is, you have to actually plan it and go from there. Quit just talking about it. That's the biggest thing. Quit just talking about it and, I wish for this, and one day I'm gonna do that. It's like exercising. Oh, damn, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow turn into next month. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stand on it. Whatever you feel like you're gonna do, just get the hell up and do it. Whatever it may be.
Right. I agree.
Hello, sir. We ain't seen you in a while.
Lamont, you on mute. Mute yourself. Well, anyway, Miss Sugar, we got anything to say? You got yourself on mute.
I know, because I didn't know if I was making noise in the background, and then my sister keep playing it out. So I'm sorry. I apologize. Y'all. But refresh me a little bit.
Huh?
Refresh me a little bit, because I missed everything.
Well, the topic is walking in your truth and accepting reality. Now, so I asked Miss Bless the same question. What do that means to you? What that resonate to you?
It means being my authentic self. If I cannot be myself, walking in my life around whoever I'm around, then I don't need to be a part of their life.
True.
Because I got to be myself. I got to be able to be free, set my soul free. Set my soul free. So, however that may be, if I'm surrounded by people that accept me as I am and I accept them as they are, that's great. But if I can't be my authentic self around you, or a crowd that you're with or something like that, then I need to remove myself from that. I got to be me. I got to be able to breathe. That's me breathing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
You understand that?
I definitely understand that. Because I feel like you shouldn't. Everyone should be the authentic self. Literally be who they are. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have to walk on eggshells of being yourself around people.
Right, for sure.
Right.
And so many people are so used to just adapting to their situation, they don't even know who their true selves are. True. You ever seen somebody, you can ask them, who are you? And then every time you see this person, they're a different person, or they adapted to whoever's around them. That's not an authentic person. It's phony. It's fake. And there's so many people out here like that.
And that's true.
You know what? She done frozen. But yeah, I agree. Some people know what I'm saying that if you're not being your true self, then the other part of that is being fake. That's like you said, being fake. If you're not being yourself, then you're not being true. You're not being who you really are. So that's just another way of saying looking at as fake. But we're going to go ahead to the next video.
You have to accept what has happened. You need to accept reality. It's one thing to accept the fact life isn't fair. This is cruel. I don't deserve this. It's a whole nother ballgame to accept that this is what has happened and it's not changing. And the longer that you hold on to the wish that this didn't happen, or that things were different, or that somehow the situation wasn't what it was, or you weren't in the position that you're in, the longer you hold on to this wish, the longer you prolong your own suffering. I mean, most of human suffering, our internal pain, our anguish, it comes from the desire to have things be different than how they are. You know, there's one quote I love from the poet Rumi. Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. Honestly, that's the let them part of my theory. Let them is when you accept things as they are and as they're not. Let them is when you let life live through you. And to me, what that means is that life is always teaching you something. Life is always moving forward, even when you refuse to.
It's very true.
Ooh.
Very true.
Man.
Life does not stop life, and because you stay stagnant. You
Life do not stop life.
Absolutely not.
That's fact right there, because you know, whatever you going through in life, guess what? Life gonna still come in. One life still gonna kick in your ass. That's just how it is.
It's like bills. Bills ain't gonna stop. Ain't nothing gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop.
Life does not gonna stop.
Hell to no. But then, like I said, some people go through things and don't accept what's actually happened. You know, so they are in denial. You know, so if you whatever situation you're in and whatever you at in your life, if you don't accept that, because accepting that's just a part of healing from wherever that is to go on to the next stage of your life. People don't realize that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the Players Club. Live life, don't let life live you.
Mm-hmm.
Make that money, girl. Don't let that money make you.
What you got, Lamar?
I disagree with you totally.
Why is that?
But I don't think you have to accept what you're going through. So I think you got the power to change it. But a lot of us don't take the road, at least travel, change that, whatever we're going through. And when we don't take that road of the unknown, we fear that. We fear failure. We fear rejection. We fear not completing the task. So I would disagree with that.
Okay.
Personally. And that's the reason why I disagree with that.
All right. Okay. So let's go ahead to the next video.
There are 3 things in life that you need to accept about other people. When you accept these things, your life gets so much easier. So, rule number 1, if they wanted to, if they could, they would. Rule number 2 about other people. You cannot make someone else change. You can make them laugh. You can make them breakfast. You can make them a cup of coffee. You can make them feel inspired, but you cannot make them change. And rule number 3 about other people is please stop being mad that other people aren't the person that you want them to be. I know it's hard to accept these 3 truths. If they wanted to, they would. You can't make them change, and stop being mad at them for not being who you want them to be. But when you accept these 3 truths about other people, your life gets easy.
Big facts.
I agree with that. I do agree with that, for the simple fact that people are who they are, and they show you who they are every day. So, like someone once said, when people show you who they are, believe them, because that's usually who the hell they are. So you have to stop putting so much on people, because we look at people, we have these friends, and we feel like, damn, I'm a great friend. Why come my friend ain't how I am? Why come my friend don't do the things I do? Why come my friend don't show me the love and the back me like I back them? But then at the end of the day, it's like, you can't be mad at them for who they are, how they was raised, that whatever they have going on. Because just because you're this type of person, it doesn't mean that they are like you. I always say I'm the best friend I've ever had. And every time I project that onto people, when I meet people or I'm cool with people, I feel like, damn, Why I'm giving more to this friendship than they are. It's just the type of person I am. But then I had to realize you can't be mad at them for they ain't giving you the same type of, you know what I'm saying, affection or love or showing you the kindness that you're showing them. They're just not in them. Some people are just not in them. You have to either accept it or separate yourself from that type of friend and find somebody better. I mean, you know, or what have you. But you can't be mad at them for who they are. They are who they are. That's my opinion.
Big facts. That's big facts there, and that's I agree. I totally freaking agree because you do have to accept who they are. You know, sometimes I heard a thing saying, sometimes we put people in a position that they wasn't even supposed to be in, or we give them that position that they haven't even worked to even be in that position.
Mm-hmm. They're not even built for it. They ain't built for it to. Yeah, you got to understand that some people ain't even built for that type of position.
Yeah. So
there's two things I stick to. One is stop expecting people to be you.
Yeah.
When you expect you out of other people, it's going to always be a major problem for you. Secondly, the only way you can be mad at a person is for wasting your time.
Yeah, true. I agree.
That's it.
Big fact.
Every time, stop expecting you out of other people because that's what's going to get you hurt.
That is true. Yeah.
When you don't put expectations on people, they can't fail you.
That's
Only
true.
you can fail you.
I used to have that problem right there.
And I tell you, I'm learning that even right now today. Matter of fact, I was experiencing it Saturday, and accepting them for being 42 years old and grown. And when situations come up, replay that in my mind. Hey, you're right. You're 42 years old and you're grown. So with the 42 years old and grown decisions, there's consequences, pros and cons.
Yeah.
And as I'm learning to deal with that, it's making life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to feel a little lighter, though.
Hey, man, it makes you, when you lift your hands up, and you be like, hey, you got the right to do what you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I said it's going to be easy. Not saying certain things may not hurt, but it sure makes it okay.
Yeah, you got to take yourself out of that equation.
Take it out of the equation, right. So we're going to go ahead to the next video.
There's certain people who just deny what they need to improve and do. They won't define reality. They go, I hate to say it this way, I'm a little pudgy. No, you've become fat. I'm a little bit lazy. No, like you are blowing it in your life. And then there's the other side where people don't define reality and make themselves feel worse about where they are. I suck at this. I'm no good. Nobody loves me. No one will love me. I'm not likable. No, that's not true at all. You've created a false reality about yourself that you're reinforcing and proving to be true because you believe it in your life.
When I saw that, I'm like, man, that was like that was a big gulp of facts and reality. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it can be psychological or whatever. A lot of times we psych ourselves out about things within our life about ourselves.
You know what? This is my thing about that. I am a firm believer that when you walk around with your head down, who me, oh, this person looks at me this way. If you're looking negative at yourself, other people are going to pick up on that and they're going to look at you negative as well. I feel like hold your head up and be the best you can be. And that's just how I feel. Like if it's something I want to change about myself, I'm not going to sit around and whine and cry about it. I'm going to get the hell up and change it about myself. Regardless. Right. And it's like, I'm not going to let nobody, like I tell my daughter all the time, she's one of those that's like, oh my God, her boyfriend could be like, oh, you look so beautiful. She's like, no, my face is breaking out, this. Why are you picking out all the negative things about you? If somebody's giving you a compliment, why are you breaking it down, making it negative? So I keep telling her, you can't keep living in this negativity. However you feel about you, it's how you're going to project to other people. And eventually people are going to start seeing you in that light. You got to be your best you. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to walk in the room and I'm going to feel like I'm the baddest motherfucker in there. That's just who I am. It is what it is. And I might not be. And I don't care. But you're not going to tell me I'm not.
Say that shit. Say that shit.
I'm just saying. I'm not going to down myself to make somebody else feel better. And I'm not going to crucify myself. For what reason? You got enough people in the world doing that already. Hold your head up and be the best you can be. And that's just how I feel about it.
Hey, I know I'm a confident motherfucker. I'll tell you right off the bat. So for me,
What Dion
I
say?
feel on everything you said because that's exactly how I am. And another thing for me is that it's easier. It's the easier and more common road travel for people to be negative. It's hard for them to think positive because it's a lot of negativity in the world now. The thing is, what makes you a leader and what makes you a follower? Because if you stay stuck in this space, you're gonna be with your like-minded people. So you have to switch the game up if you want to do better. I believe that most things that happen to us, 90% of it's mental. I really do believe that. Because you have the power to manifest and change things in your life as well as put in the work for it to happen.
True.
But because it's so easy for people to say, I can't, it won't, whatever. That's the most easiest road travel.
Yeah.
It's sad, but it's the truth.
Getting comfortable within their space, taking the road less traveled.
Yeah.
Right, because I'm gonna tell you the truth. What Coach Prime say? Dress feel good, dress good, look good, or something play good. However said, make that money. And I ain't gonna tell you, I've been off work about a week and a half, and I've been just dressing, and I've been feeling damn good. And ain't doing shit, but it's sure been feeling good. What? Oh no, it ain't me right there. If it ain't Solange, if it ain't Solange, if it ain't Cylindrical Shiny. If it ain't cylindrical, no, he's a peasant. If it ain't cylindrical and shiny, I don't pull it. See, 99% of truck drivers that drive in, that's why they making low money. I like them cylindrical, shiny things called tankers. Make that money. Look good, dress good, make that money.
There's a lot of them out here tonight.
Yeah,
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's what we're talking about right now. You got to solidify yourself. You got to solidify yourself in your life.
Right.
It's your life. A lot of people fail in realizing and remembering that it's their life. We so used to living it for our kids and for everything else, we forget about ourselves, and then we get accustomed to that shit. No. It's unfair, and it's okay to be selfish and say that's fucking unfair.
Right.
I'm gonna do me.
I like doing me.
It's time to do me.
I'm real selfish.
Right. You said what?
He said he likes doing him. He's real selfish.
I'm real selfish.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah. I ain't got no shame in that.
We know.
Yeah, none at all.
Nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey.
I got a 16-year-old now, though, trying to get her license.
Ooh.
Yeah. I need her to get it. Yeah, I need her to get it. The book's 7-8 pages.
Most of it's common sense.
It is.
Yeah. And let me tell y'all something. Bring on down here to Tennessee. She can get it real easy.
Where we're going, we got 2 more videos. We got 2 more videos tonight, y'all. That we got 2 more. We're gonna go ahead with the next one.
What life would be like if I just kind of let go a little.
Yeah.
And then maturity as well. And then also I think stepping into real estate, like it brought a whole another level of confidence that really helped me kind of get past it.
You think it was just like finally acceptance?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like a big piece of like mental health and things like this. I think a lot of times we try to fix ourselves so often.
Yeah.
But like it's accepting this is who we are and this is how it is, and then that's how you move through it. But like a lot of times we're like, no, this is not how I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to do this. So I'm going to do this. Yeah. And then it's just like this whole spiral like we were talking about.
What life would be like if I just...
That's what you said.
Like example. Because I ain't even gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? You know, the trials and tribulations that I've been through in my life, man, and where I'm at today, I do have I've always been confident, but I do have a certain level of confidence, more confident in myself than what I'm doing today. So I do agree with that video.
We know you do. We know you do. We know you do, Shorty.
Hey,
yes, indeed.
Still ain't worth a bag of nickels.
Hey, I'm worth a little more than that.
Hey, Susan B. Anthony.
You, hold on, what you say?
You think you Susan B. Anthony, some dollar pieces. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm smooth,
Mm.
baby. I'm
Hey,
smooth.
I ain't nothing but good vibes, brother.
Well, so who else? What else got anyone input for the last video just played?
You know,
I
it sounded
concur with
like to
all of it.
it sounded like they took themselves out of the blinders. You know, they was in this narrow
Yes.
space, and they when you take these restraints off you and you open, you just open your outlook. It opens you up to a lot of different things, a lot of different experiences, a lot of
Yes.
different. I mean, not only are you just receiving and giving your own input, you looking at things around you, and you can look at it from a view. This is just my opinion. And
I
it makes
agree.
life wonderful because we
I
can
agree.
always learn from somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
I mean, look at us. I never in my life thought I would be doing nothing like this. And I told you when I was going through my hard times, this was my therapy. You know what I'm saying? Well, this was my therapy. Marie, come here for a second. That was my
I
therapy.
I agree because I mean, I was always on Facebook just doing silly stuff, saying little songs and dancing and stuff like that. But never in a million years thought I'd really be interested in doing podcasts, and I freaking love it. It's a freaking passion. I like this, just as much I like being a mechanic. I love it. So I never in a million years thought I'd be doing podcasting, but it suits me and I like it, and I turned it into a business, and it really has gave me another different path and another light of myself.
Look at the infamous one. There she is. Everybody, this be my headache I'll be talking about right here. That's my headache.
Hi.
Hello.
I can't see anything.
That's my headache for real.
All right, we're going down to our last video for the night.
Other way. Accepting what is releasing our need for it to be any other way. And somebody told me once, and this has stayed with me forever, he said, what happened, happened. And it couldn't have happened any other way. Because it didn't. And sure, I could have wanted it, wished it, hoped it would have been different, but it wasn't. I just now assume that what happened, happened for the highest good. And I might not be able to see all the dots and how they've connected down yet, but I can trust that this thing I'm going through, one, it was temporary, it will pass, and two, if it's happening, there is some reason for it. And I might not understand what that is yet, but I will.
I just said that you have to accept what's actually happening or going on to get through it, to get past it.
You know something? A lot of times we don't want to accept it. And we want to fight what's really happening. And that's where we be stuck. We get stuck. When we're not accepting, hey, he don't want to bid you no more. Hey, she don't want to bid you no more. Hey, you lost that job. You know what I'm saying? How y'all got cut. We don't want to accept it.
Yeah.
Yep, not accepting it is really not living in your reality, because in all actuality, the reality is that person don't want you or don't want to be with you. You keep stressing or keep following and doing whatever that silly shit is you do is not going to make them want to be with you. It's probably going to make them resent you, which is going to make it worse than it was in the first place. So you just have to accept where you are in life and just move on, whether you want to or not.
But the most important part is you have to accept what's going on.
Exactly. That's what I said. Accept it and move on. That's all you can do.
Denials is the first step, is realizing, because denials really is toxic. Very toxic to just being denial about things, especially when things are not good. Even when things are good, you still have to accept it. When things are bad, you still need to accept it. Because that's the only way you can actually be. How can I put it? It's the only way to travel through life and actually evolve.
Yeah, accept your reality.
Yeah.
Whatever it may be, whether it's good or it's bad or whatever the situation be at the moment. Accept it for what it is.
Yeah, stop being flippy floppy.
Yeah.
Not a flippity floppy.
Are you driving?
No.
No. Okay. I was about to say you're doing too much.
I ain't doing too much. I ain't done enough.
That's your problem now. You think you're wrong.
Anyway, tonight was a very, very short show tonight. Hopefully we reached some people. We had just on YouTube, we had 1,600 people on YouTube tonight. So I really hope we really reach someone. We do this for ourselves and we do it for y'all. Because, like I said, this is gonna help someone. If we reach one person, we did our job. Anyone else got to say before we sign out of here?
Hey, y'all be safe out there, and keep your heads up. And I hope you get your money out of the stock market because it's sure losing.
I know that's right.
I heard about the stock market.
Yeah,
Everybody
my
in
boy
Louisville,
lost.
hope y'all don't have to boat nowhere.
Hey, hold on. I live on top of the hill. We good. We
Y'all
good
have to
on this
boat to y'all
side.
neighbors' houses. It's looking bad up in Louisville. Good God.
Hey,
I live on the hill, so
hey, we good, ain't we,
we
Short?
good down.
Help
We
your
good up
neighbors.
here.
Help your neighbors.
And I got the
We good.
generator. Hey, Shorty bought a big generator, like 9,000 watts or something like
Oh
that. Yeah.
shoot, now that's a big powerful one. Big
Man,
powerful right there.
I ain't even took it out of the box, bro.
Well, let's hope you don't have to. Hopefully, I'll stop
I'm hoping
raining.
so too. Well, I had to keep it, make sure it's sump pump. Well, it's gonna rain again. What, Wednesday or Thursday?
Yep, it's gonna
Yeah.
rain again. I don't know
And we
what
don't.
the
Hey,
hell got going on here in Louisville, man, but they'll get that shit together.
Hey, down in Arkansas, man, on I-30, man, the water was coming over the highway. It was coming over the interstate. Yeah, it was
So that's
bad.
about where y'all
Yeah.
headed?
Nah, we ain't. Nah, not where we at. Not where me and Shorty at. We up on the hill.
We
I'm
on
talking
hill.
about the Bell of Louisville, damn near touching the expressway.
Oh, hey, it don't matter if that's sink. I don't care nothing about that. But see, I'm in the highlands. See, when you come down Boystown Road and you go down the hill, you can see the city going downhill.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the highlands. I'm gonna stay dry. I'm staying home for a while.
That's where I
think
used to
I'm
live
gonna-
before I moved up here in the Highlands. I know all about
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Well, I ain't. I'm a little south. I'm in the creek. Right there past Hurstbourne Lane. But yeah, it's good.
Got
It's
you.
good.
But
Yeah.
tonight, like I said, it was very interesting. Very very good topic. We definitely gonna start coming back with the heavy hitters every week. Mondays. Main night, ladies night. Heavy hitters. And we need to y'all start sending in your anonymous letters. If you got any topics for us, we damn sure get it for you. So with that being said, the Short Life Podcast crew, we out of here.
Night.